All right, looks like we've got a comment. SE Dom videos, you rarely talk about us. Hold on, mate. Nah, joke's on you, mate. Every video I've made is about an SE Dom because it's coming from my filter, mate. So, here we go. Bloody hell, I'm still talking in an Aussie accent. This has been one of the hardest accents to break, mate. So I'm going to be doing this in a broken Aussie accent, slipping back to my American. That's exactly kind of what the SE is. It's this locking feature. Now, as soon as you say that SE DOMs, ESTPs and ESFPs, by the way, are scatterbrained, you might be right and you might be wrong at the same time. We can frustrate a lot of people who say we skip to things left and right. But we also, love to be in the moment, right? SE DOM, presence, right here, right now. Down and out the dunny. Here we are. So, every moment is now. There is no plan. There is the NI inferior, right? The ability to take things as patterns and put them into what we already know. Foreseeing the future. Slightly slipping into the Cockney accent now, which is totally fine. Who cares? Right now is SE. SE DOMs have it pretty bad. Like, as far as like certain things go, pretty bad. But then again, SE DOMs are amazing. SE DOMs are everybody is so covetous of extraverted sensing. That is the ultimate cognitive function for everyone. I mean, there's books about, the precious present and, meditation and being present makes you happy. Being right now, present and everything good. Right, all of that is like the ultimate joy, the ultimate bliss. But for us, it's like, oh, now it's happening. What do I do about it? Well, try not to think too much and just go. Right, is a great thing because we don't overthink it. We might be really perfectionistic with projects, like artistic projects, like if I did a scene or something, or I acted in some way of voice acting or an audiobook narration. I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that's better because I'm going to go back and try to fix it. Man, my accent's all over the place today. Right, but that's not in the now because I made it in the now. Now I have to go back, SI, and make sure it's good through patterns and predictions and system and spider webs that I made it with. That's what introverted sensing is. So now, in the SE moment, the spark, it happened. I don't care no more. So now it's like, okay, SE users create a lot in the moment. We'll tell you tales. We'll tell you stories. ESTPs will do that way more than ESFPs. And it'll just happen. Sometimes, ESTPs specifically, will exaggerate their stories all over the place. Just, did you really fight off 3 bulls at the same time? Yeah, it did. Who's going to question that, right? Really? They get away with it because it's fun. It's a boundary you can push, ESTPs. ESFP DOMs are more like, I might have lied if I said 3 bulls. But hey, it was fun for the story, and if anybody asks, I will say, you know what, you're right. I was just exaggerating, I'm sorry. ESTPs would be like, no, they just keep going with the idea, just to see how far they can push you. Don't forget, SE itself has a negative thing when it comes to not having a future, because it doesn't exist. And a lot of the happiness for Christmas, for example, they did some studies about kids and anticipation for like a holiday of opening gifts, right? Whether or not you celebrate that particular holiday is beside the point. The anticipation for Christmas was far more enthusiastic and exciting for the children that they were studying, right? They measured all the brain waves and whatever. Oh yeah, Santa Claus this and all the anticipation. It doesn't just happen overnight, which would be SE, right? Oh my gosh, there's presents. Wow, how'd that happen? Wow, right? Just blink of an eye. So when you got SE as it is, each person uses it differently. I'm not going to go into that. I've already done that. But SE DOMs, to this person's point, I don't know what you're trying to talk about specifically because ESTPs and ESFPs, you guys are not on my channel, not very much. In fact, I made this channel for you. For you. But anyway, want to see something funny? Look at the way this guy's holding himself doing this advertisement video for jellyfish lighting. He's just holding himself. We call that as a personal hug. So right there I used SE, an FE critic. That's more of an ESFP. ESTPs do the same thing. Highly critical in the moment. The guy did not want to be filmed. His tongue was quivering and everything. The lighting was actually all off too. But these highly critical functions allow the SE DOMs to do what we do. And that is to be highly critical in the moment. That's not a critic function. Critical about different things. But SE users notice everything in the moment. As a personal trainer, back when I was buff, I had this client who was ESTP. Being an ESFP, I was very cautious what I would say when I was critiquing other people. Because of what he would do in the moment would go actually and critique them in the moment when I was correcting. Hey, that person over there is doing it like this. Do you notice anything about their form, I'd say. And then he'd go, yeah. And he'd explain to me what I taught him back. And then sometimes he'd be like, oh, maybe I should go say something to him. I'm like, man, probably not good to go. He hasn't asked for advice, ESTPs will be dogmatic and correct you in real time and share their advice. ESTPs are very dogmatic. And that is TE critic, because they're TI parent, right? They like to learn, they like to know things. You'll notice ESTP comments can come across very mean, very abrupt and in your face. You'll see it, right? Especially when they announce to themselves, they announce to all of us that they're ESTP. Oh, an ESTP's saying this. Well, and how much of it is actual, versus how much am I going to be hurt by reading. So ESTPs have that stigma. Anyway, my hand's going numb, holding the baby again. But you know I love you. I wish there were way more SE DOMs on my channel. If you're out there, please message me. Please comment on this and say, we're here, we're watching. Because most of you won't even get this far in the video, which is totally fine because I could barely make it through my own videos. So that's where I learned it all, because I was being highly critical. And learning it all from people who are better than me, smarter than me. You know what? ESTPs also make great teachers. ESFPs make fantastically fun teachers. So that's what we do. But it doesn't mean we know everything. In fact, if you wanted knowledge mixed with SE, that's ESTP, TI to SE. If you wanted feeling and authenticity and emotion, acting, I think ESFPs make far better actors than ESTPs because they feel the character, not what it logically makes sense to do. And that's why ESFPs are known as the entertainers and ESTPs are known as the salespeople. Both of them will try to persuade you, but one will use emotion to do it and one will use manipulation to try to persuade. That's the typical stigma, not always the case, blah, blah, blah answer. So, my accent's all over the place again. I apologize. Much love to you. Have a good day. And if you see an SE user, give them a hug because it all happens in the moment for them anyway. Don't make it weird. Just do it. Because you know they didn't think about you doing it anyway. Because it just happened. And also tell me your experiences with ESFPs and ESTPs in your life. I am curious and so is everybody else, especially on this channel who is not SE DOM users mostly.